advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
philsgang.com offers unique stock software called Phil's Talking Trader on a monthly subscription starting at only $14.95 a month. The Phil's Gang PTT charting software offers earnings data, audio notifications, and the charts are color-coded, so it's the easiest charting software on the market.
Their charts are wonderful. I like the PT1 and the PT2. I use them interchangeably. I have been with him for almost 4 years, and I found that his information is very useful in my being able to make this year 65% above my initial investment.
I would recommend to become a Phil's Gang member because he has his own charts, and like he says, it's follow the money.
The PTT1 and 2, it really just tells you exactly what to do.
To subscribe to the easiest charting software available, that's philsgang.com. Give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
You know, Obama got the last laugh this week because another fantastic jobs report came out. Now listen to this, 295,000 new jobs last month. Unemployment is down to 5.5%, which the Fed says is full employment. For the first time since 1977, private sector job growth has exceeded 200,000 for 12 consecutive months. You saw the statistics on the economy. I recited them in the monologue. They're pretty amazing economy. You saw the
amazing economy. It's unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast, around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. Think about this. They're calling this job numbers amazing. Amazing. It makes no sense. Here's Rick Sotelli. He's saying it's not real.
Because the unemployment rate's not real.
It's not real. If anyone believes the unemployment rate is 5.5%, you got to be an idiot. You got to be a total idiot. Now, here's Chuck Todd on Meet the Press. And, of course, if you look at Chuck Todd, okay, and you just look at his facial hair, he tries to emulate Lenin. And he is, Meet the Press is Obama's PR department. And here he is scolding Graham, that Senator Lindsey Graham. How dare you? I mean, look at this. I mean, look at the economy. Look how terrific it is. Aren't you people embarrassed? Aren't you Republicans embarrassed? Listen to this. Scolding them.
And this Sunday, it's all about President Obama's health care law, the Affordable Care Act. Today, we wanted to take a look at how the law has impacted the number of insured Americans. And guess what? The uninsured rate is down across the board. In fact, nationally, it's down nearly 3.5 points. 17.3% was the uninsured rate in 2013. Look at it now, 13.8%. In fact, it is down in 49 states in the past year.
Okay, we'll re-rack that. There's the wrong cut. But let's talk about that first. Obamacare? He's saying it's down? Wait a minute. 3%? Or 13%? Wait a minute. First of all, 72% of the people on Obamacare are complaining. First of all, that the deductibles are killing them. It's really simple. To give these 10 million people who didn't have insurance, to give them insurance, all they do is, okay, let's lower the price and raise the deductibles. Are you kidding? Some people's deductibles are $5,000. It's a joke. This Obamacare is a total joke. And here he is, I mean, just cheerleading it. Now, here's Lindsey Graham. Here's the right cut.
The unemployment rate dropped to 5.5%. Lowest unemployment rate since May 2008. Unemployment fell in every state in 2014 for the first time since 1984. You and other Republicans had doom and gloom about Obama's economic policies in 9 and 10. I understand we've got still some wage issues to go, but do you acknowledge that some of this rhetoric was wrong and that progress has been made?
I think that we do have stagnant middle-class wage growth, and I think the labor participation rate is at an all-time low. So if your argument is that we're on the road to recovery, we have a sound economy under President Obama, no, I don't agree with that at all.
Of course. I mean, all right, look, let's take a look. The jibber jabbers on CNBC on Friday were celebrating this 295,000 job number and a 5.5% unemployment rate. At the same time, the dollar goes up to 11-year high and the market drops. Let's talk about that. This is the first time the market ever dropped on a good labor number. Every time we've had 250,000 jobs, the market would always go up. How come this time the market went down? It's simple. Because now the jibber jabbers are talking the investors into, hey, this may be real. June, this may be it. We're going to have a rate hike. See, they never believed it before. But now with 295 and all the jibber jabbers, they really believe there's a real possibility of a rate hike in June. And the worst thing for the stock market is a rate hike. It's like kryptonite to Superman. Now, this is a fake number. The real number is 173,000 jobs. It wasn't 295. Now, Even Obama's PR department, the communist newspaper New York Times, and their editorial board, they called for, hey, no rate hike in June, because they know the number is fake at 5.5%. How can you have a 5.5% unemployment rate drops from 10% to 5% in half, and you don't get any economic growth? It's still 2% as it was in 2008. How the hell does that happen? Doesn't make any sense. And especially when you have 5 people competing for the same job opening. Look, in a strong job market, competition pushes up wages. That's not happening here. They were celebrating on CNBC a 3-cent rate hike, 3-cent hike in wages. They were celebrating it. They were popping they're popping the corks on champagne bottles, for God's sake. They're so excited about a 3-cent wage hike on CNBC. This is it. This is the growth we've been looking for, they said. 3 cents? What are you, nuts? Now, if you equate what it cost you to go and buy your staples and your foods, if you did it in cents, well, that means why you got a 3-cent raise when you go to the supermarket, everything went up 12 cents. So the supermarket going up, your food and staples going up 4 times faster than your 3-cent raise. So first of all, let's think about this. How can they say there's a strong wage growth of 3 cents? It's so stupid. How can they say with 92 million people out of work, in which, remember this, they didn't tell you this on Friday, 50% of the 92 million that are out of work, some for years, are not included in the 5.5%. Let me repeat. We have 92 million people out of work. 50% of the 92 million are they're not included in the 5.5% unemployed. Why? Because they're classified as discouraged, not as employed. We have another 12 million who are on disability, who stay home all day, eating their Twinkies, waiting for their check, and they're not considered part of the 5.5% unemployed. How does this make any sense? How does it make any sense at all? Since 2008, the jobless rate dropped from 10% to 5.5%, and yet we don't have any economic growth. It's stagnant at 2%. You have to be an idiot to believe we have a jobless rate of 5.5%. You got to be on the moon or something. And let me repeat, as I said, 50% of the 96 million who are unemployed, not working, are not classified as unemployed. They're classified as discouraged, so they're not at 5.5%. Now, also think about this. The percentage of eligible workers actually working is only 62.8%. Only 62.8% of those who are eligible, who are able-bodied men and women, are working. What? To believe that? How can you have only 62% of able-bodied men and women working, and yet you got to believe the unemployment rate is 5.5% when the economy's growing just 2%? It makes no sense. They failed to give us the real numbers. And when I get back, I'm going to show you how the real number was not 295, but the real number they didn't want you to know about is 132,000. All that when we get back. 15 past the hour here on Phil's Gang. Join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They are savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
PhilGang.com chooses InteractiveBroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. Be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's InteractiveBrokers.com.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings? Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Now remember, when the market opens, we're going to take a look at the stock market. You can just go to my site, philsgang.com, and especially if you have a mobile device or if you're in front of your computer at home or at work. And I'm going to go over some stocks. I'm going to look at McDonald's. I'm going to take a look at McDonald's this morning. They're not doing very well, and there may be a great short opportunity. We're also going to take a look at some oil service companies, and we got some great opportunity in what we call inverses. What's that mean? When the market is ready to correct itself, many people are scared. They're scared to death to short the market where they can make money when it falls. Well, now what you can do is you can get that same short, but instead of being scared where you're betting something's going down, there's what they call an inverse. In other words, let's take, for example, the small and mid-cap stocks. The small and mid-cap stocks, if you were short the market, you have to go in and short IWM. Well, now what we do is there's now a symbol you can use called an inverse, TWM, which you buy it. Yeah, so you're not afraid anymore. Psychologically, you buy it. So as the market goes down, this symbol, TWM, goes up. So it's inverse. So I'm going to show you that on my chart this morning, philsgang.com. Remember, you also got plenty of time to join my classroom. I start my class at 5 after 10 Eastern Time. And again, to be a gang member, it's only $49.95, and you get all your alerts, you get all the updates all day long. You get updates, you get teaching. I think it's the best teaching format in the country. I know it is. So again, check it out, and you have plenty of time to join. It's 5 after 10, as I say, when I start the class. We're also going to take a look at 3M today in the classroom. That's right. All right, I want to get back to this crazy jobs number. But first, listen to this idiot, Diane Swank.
It is a good figure. We certainly saw a surge in hiring at restaurants and bars, which means people are kicking up their heels a little bit and spending that extra money.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Oh, look at the big... And she's right. All the jobs are bartending jobs. 72% of those 295,000 are bartenders, waitresses, pathetic jobs. Pathetic jobs. It's just incredible. Listen to this.
Overall, construction adding 29,000. That's residential and non-resi. We've seen big gains in the last year, 321,000 new construction jobs. Now, residential construction jobs did see a very slight loss month to month, less than 1,000, but specialty trade contractors, that's your plumbers, your electricians, your roofers, saw a big jump, up 27,000, mostly in residential. Now, that can include remodeling, which we've talked about a lot lately.
Okay, where are the numbers coming from? Apartments. That's where all the jobs are. Not in single family, it's in apartments, which means we are becoming a society of renters. That doesn't mean the economy's good. This is bad news, not good news. Now, the other thing that is interesting is listen how Valerie Jarrett pumps this job number.
Well, I think it takes a while for people to get their solid footing again. And you're right. Just think about where we were 6 years ago, where we were losing 750,000 jobs a month. Well, now, obviously, that has turned around, but it takes people a while before they're confident. But I'll tell you, I was just with a big group of business leaders this week, and they were talking about investing and growing and creating jobs. And so
oh, my God. Unbelievable. First of all, let's talk about the job number. It's really 132,000. Let me explain. We have a system, the BLS. They're the ones who figure out how many jobs are created. And they use what they call a metric system. I told you about this before, called the birth-death metric system. They birth jobs when they want them. They death them when they don't want them. So the real number was 132,000 jobs according to the BLS. 40% of the 295 were fake. What's that mean? The birth-death rate, the BLS birthed 132,000 fake jobs, meaning they made up this number based on an assumption that people who took out papers to incorporate, to start new businesses, okay, that they said, okay, we got the 11 Fed sectors, like you have the Dallas Fed, the Chicago Fed, and then they figure out how many people took out corporation papers. And then what they do is they just put in assumptions how many people are going to be hired. They make up the number. It's an assumption. It's not numbers coming from where you go to the withholding and go to payroll. You go to the payroll office, say, okay, how many people are paying payroll tax? No, they don't do that. Instead, they birth them. So 40% of the 295 were birthed, were made up, were assumed. Now, this is nuts. First of all, what doesn't make sense is that our country, we're losing businesses. We're losing startup businesses. We're not gaining. This is crazy. I mean, it's been documented that entrepreneurship is on a decline. More than 50% of those businesses employ 5 to 25 workers. That's the backbone of small businesses in the country. They're the ones that create the jobs. The little companies in your town have 5 to 25 workers. That's the big deal right there. That's the country. 50% have closed their doors since Obama took office. 50% of them. And a lot of it is because Obama has killed the small community banks. For Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley and the big banks, they want the community banks going. They don't want the competition. And they don't want to pay for their assets. They rather just break them and get the assets for nothing. And that it fits what Obama's trying to do, because he's trying to wipe out the middle class. He wants the wealth and he wants labor. That's it. So think about this. Even Reich came out. Robert Reich, and here's what he said. He was talking about the weather. He was blaming the weather.
Given the weather problems that we had, in the United States on the East Coast, given that we also have, a lot of those sales that were in January are no longer in February. A lot of retail workers are not going to be employed. For all those reasons and several other reasons we can get into, I think that we're going to see a lower payroll figure.
But we didn't. We saw a much higher, by 40%, because they rigged it. Remember, once you start going into an election cycle, we're going into the presidential race, you're going to see a lot of this now. And for the first time, we're seeing, think about this, we're seeing good news being treated as bad news. And the market acted so much different this time. The market sold off this time. We haven't seen that in years. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time, because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. It's just a 1% fee. They wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, philsgang.com is where you learn to invest using professional-level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with philsgang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com today. I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time, because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. It's just a 1% fee. They wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic. And that's philsgang.com.
Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel on YouTube.com.
You know, our Constitution is being shredded. We know about the secret wiretaps. We know about the secret military tribunals, the secret White House email accounts.
That's 2007. Is she a hypocrite or what? Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Stock market's open. We're going to take a look at some stocks. And I'm going to show you, if you were a gang member, you could have gotten about a 10% return, okay, and just buying DFE by watching a chart turn from red to green. I'll show you that in a moment. But first, let's get back to the good news, bad news. Now, this job numbers is incredible. It's phony. We know there's only 132,000 workers, wasn't 295. But nobody cares. And this is the first time the market acted differently. Every time we had a job number increase in the past, the market would shoot up. This time it's not. Now, the reason is because people really now believe that they're going to raise rates in June. They didn't believe it before. They thought they're saying, boy, this number, they're definitely going to raise rates. That's called the herd mentality, and they're dead wrong. There's not going to be higher rates in June. You can't. The problem with the job number on Friday, there is, you know, there's no difference in all the other job numbers from 2.25 to this 295. 71.2% are bad jobs. They're all bartending jobs, that kind of stuff. So, but they're not pointing that out. They're just saying, well, look at these job numbers, how terrific they are. And you know as well as I do, most of these jobs are part-time. And more than 4 people, when there's a job opening in this country, more than 4 people are seeking that one job. And these are all low-wage positions. In fact, 85% of the middle class adults, report it is more difficult right now for them to maintain their standard of living right now than when Obama and Bush first occupied the Oval Office. incomes among the middle class, the households, have declined over the last 10 years by 28%. And the median wealth held by low-income families declined by 45%. So how can we say things are better, we're going to raise rates? It's all jibber-jabber. It's not true. Now, incomes among middle, and you know this if you're middle class, has declined over the last 10 years by 28%. And people don't have enough money to retire. And the median wealth held by low-income families, they say, declined by 45%. The rule of thumb is families should have about 6 months of emergency savings. It's outstanding. It's nuts to think 78% of Americans cannot meet that rule. They don't have 6 months of emergency savings if they lose their job. Lucky they got a week. You're right, JR. Now, these are the same people who lost $6.5 trillion in home equity because George Bush, that dope, duped them into thinking they can use a home as an ATM machine, and he kept telling them your house is going to keep going up in value, and keep going out and spending. Use your house as an ATM. Take that equity out. You're going to be fine because when you're ready to retire, your house is going to be worth a fortune. So as a result of that idiot telling people this, not only did the $6.5 trillion equity get wiped out, but more than 78% of Americans do not have, again, sufficient income to maintain their current living standard. This is dangerous. This is terrible. And under Obama, 68% of the jobs lost nationwide were middle-class jobs. Now, in fact, if you go all the way back to 2008 and measure the full-time to part-time, what you find in the last 7 years, full-time jobs in the last 7 years, add them all up, minus 140,000, not plus, minus, compared to 2.7 million part-time jobs. And that's why when she says this, Swank,
it is a good figure. We certainly saw a surge in hiring at restaurants and bars.
How can you say something like that? Be that stupid? And this employment is this 3 cents increase? That is stupid. And the workforce participation rate. Nobody's talking about that either on Friday. Or the underemployed. The underemployed rate's 11%. Those are people.
If you look at the labor participation rate, only about a third of the decrease in the labor participation rate is due to, baby boomers retiring, leaving the workforce. The remaining 2/3 are actually discouraged workers. And what is happening to them that is very significant is that many of them are now going on disability.
That's right. See, here's what's happening. You got all these people, 90 million people unemployed, but they only report 50% of the 92 million as unemployed. 50% do not show up in unemployed. And what they're doing, many of these people are going on disability checks, because anybody get a disability check. The government, Obama's paying you not to work. $1,100 a month, so you don't have to work. And and plus you get your food stamps, you get free apartments, you get free this, free that. So this economy, that's why this economy is not growing. Nobody wants to work anymore. They don't have to work anymore. Just the government will take care of you. This is crazy. So the top 1% of the population, they're getting wealthy. Because when Obama wants nobody working, so everybody when they go to the polls will vote Democrat, so they get their free cell phones, their free apartment, their disability checks, free college, free everything, free, all this stuff. It's Christmas every day. This is what he's doing, so everybody will vote Democrat. It's all about votes. It's all about votes, folks. So the top 1% of the population, they saw their after-tax income increase 275%. See, so Obama's taking care of the wealthy so he can tax the wealthy. But let's take the middle-class income. They saw a decrease of 40%. An increase of 40% compared to the 275% of the top 1%. This is crazy. This is just nuts. So let's take a look at the stock market. Let's go to our stock corner right now.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
Well, there's a lot of Americans who are really discouraged, and they're giving up their citizenship. In 2014, we had a record number. 3,419 citizens said, I'm done with the United States. They gave up their citizenship, and they gave their passports back. And it's going to increase even more this year. The reason? Taxes. Let's think about it. The marginal rate has increased. It was 5% at the Civil War. It's now 40%. So people who are struggling and working, they say, I've had it. I'm not going to keep paying all my money to give people disability checks, give people insurance, because it's your redistribution of wealth. So people are really getting upset. So now the government is trying to say, Obama, stop this. He's trying to raise the fees to get the application that you need to give up your citizenship. So he's going to raise the fees. He says, oh, that'll stop. If I raise it to $450, that's going to stop. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's really smart. So now he's also trying to get the countries around the world that if you go and let's say you go to the Bahamas or somewhere and you're living there, they want to be able to tax you, hold 40% of your pay back to send it back to the United States. That is not going to happen. Okay, let's take a look at the stock market. First of all, this morning, we're going to go to my site, philsgang.com, and let me show you something on PT2. How wonderful this chart is and why you should have this chart and learn how to use it. If you look DFE went up over 11%. All it did was turn from red to green. And when it turns red again, you know when to get out. Look at it. How simple is that? So my class starts at 5 after 10. Join my gang. It's $49.95. Come to my class. Learn how to use a chart. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch The Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to The Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
philsgang.com offers unique stock software called Phil's Talking Trader on a monthly subscription starting at only $14.95 a month. The Phil's Gang PTT charting software offers earnings data, audio notifications, and the charts are color-coded, so it's the easiest charting software on the market.
Their charts are wonderful. I like the PT1 and the PT2. I use them interchangeably. I have been with him for almost 4 years, and I found that his information is very useful in my being able to make this year 65% above my initial investment.
I would recommend to become a Phillips Gang member because he has his own charts and, like he says, it's follow the money.
The PTT 1 and 2, that really just tells you exactly what to do.
To subscribe to the easiest charting software available, that's philsgang.com. Give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Join the Phil's Gang Show every Friday for the Phil's Gang Show Business Roundtable segment. Phil Grande is the recipient of the prestigious Arthur Young Venture Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and Phil's companies have been honored on the Inc. 500 list 2 years in a row. We're the fastest growing company in America. Now, Phil will share business knowledge, insights, secrets, and experience on how to build, buy, and sell a business. That's the Phil's Gang Business Roundtable segment, only on the Phil's Gang Show. Listen live at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
I don't understand. Poor people get socialism. Veterans, soldiers get socialism. Old people. Why am I out of the picture? Why am I? What is the prejudice against me? I'm not a soldier, and I'm not poor, and I'm not old, and I'm not disabled.
The whole case is predicated on this notion that Congress didn't intend people to get subsidies who are in the exchanges, on these federal exchanges. Nobody believes that Congress didn't intend everybody in the exchanges to get these subsidies, and so the court would have to go back on its basic precedent, which is legislative intent. This is just a way to try and unravel Obamacare. And let me tell you, when I was young and I had a child with a very serious illness, I was one of those people who almost went bankrupt, and I had insurance because the insurance was lousy. I couldn't switch because she had a pre-existing condition. And I think there are millions of Americans who are in the same position.
That's right, there is, but you don't have to go and rework the whole system, where 247 million Americans who don't get a subsidy get screwed, where we're paying for everybody else and our premiums are going through the roof. No, we could have taken care of easily these pre-existing conditions. There's no question. We could have set up a different kind of system, and we could set up a different kind of fund where everybody pays a little bit more just to take care of the people who have pre-existing conditions. There was a way to do that, but not to go in and screw up everybody. I mean, 78% of the people on Obamacare are complaining. They're saying, look, my deductibles are through the roof, $3,000, $5,000, $6,000. I can't, and people aren't getting, they're not going to their doctors. Wasn't this all about getting the poor people to the doctors? They're not going to the doctors. This is all BS. They're not going there. It's got to be repealed, and hope it is. But in the meantime, so we have enough money so we can go to our own doctor without having to go to some doctor assigned to us by Obamacare, get to the stock market, and it's the only place in the world that you can make money now because of quantitative easing. It's not going to stop. It's not.
We keep hearing it. It's the fundamentals that keep this bull market going. It's not quantitative easing, all those exogenous things. It's the ability of a company to make money.
This has nothing to do about companies making money. Companies aren't making money. It's all about quantitative easing. It's all about stock buybacks to push these stock prices up. Listen to this phony.
I think it makes all kinds of sense for them to actually continue. But I also think it makes sense for the real economy and the consumer to outperform the markets for a little while. We've had years of the reverse. And I don't really think the market can't handle higher rates, but it's been 9 years since the last Fed rate hike. We simply don't know how much of what we've seen in terms of market appreciation has been because the Fed has been kind of unambiguously supportive.
Are you kidding me? What a lie. No wonder nobody watches CNBC anymore. We're not quite sure that this market is going up 200% because of the Fed. We're so sure it's incredible. Are you kidding? Again, lies. Look, quantitative easing is what's driving this market higher. Quantitative easing is what gives the companies money at 0% to buy their own shares. GM's buying another $5 billion worth of shares, or 5 million shares rather. I mean, it's all about not selling stuff anymore. It has nothing to do with selling stuff. Stocks don't go up anymore because companies sell stuff. Stocks go up because they engineer it to go up by, again, this quantitative easing. It's not going to stop, and they're not going to raise rates. So if you want to make sure when you retire you got enough money, and if you're behind right now and feel, God, I'm so far behind, let me help you catch up. It's not hard. You make it harder than it is. It's simply, you got to get in your brain, it's about one thing only. When you look at a stock, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? What makes it go up? What makes it go up is the institutions who come in and buy. They have all the inside information. So with today's technology, we can see that. Look, go to my site right now. Go to philsgang.com. Now, if you have a mobile device, take a look at this. This is an inverse. So the S&P right now looks like it may want to drop maybe 5%. Okay, it looks like it may drop 5% today, within the next week here or so. So all you have to do to make money is you inverse it. You buy SH. I'll put it up now. And there it is. It just turned green. So what we do with our PT2 is wait till it turns green at least 2 days, so you got a confirmation. In the meantime, you can go to the PT1 if you want and buy it. But why wouldn't you just do that? I mean, it just makes sense. This is how you make money. It's not about the company. It's not about what they're doing. Like, take McDonald's. Let's put up McDonald's. Now, McDonald's, I don't care about what they make. I don't care about their menu. I don't care about their CEO. All I know is McDonald's, it turned green at $91, and it went up to $101. So where are you going to get a, well, that's probably about a, 5% return, something like that. But 10% return, sorry. Where are you going to get a 10% return on your money? Where? When all you got to do is look at a chart that's red, and when it turns green, and as long as the red crosses yellow, I don't get it. This is where you should be. It works. And the key is, every one of you know, when you've been in your 401ks, have you ever made any money? No. Because when you were up money in the dot-com days, you gave it all back. When you were up money during the housing boom and the stock market was booming, you gave it all back. If you're up now under this QE boom, you're going to give it all back because you don't know when to get out. Because the brokers and the planners and the money managers keep telling you, oh, stay in, oh, stay in, buy and hold, stay in. You don't listen to them. First of all, they don't have your interest at heart. Their job is to take the money out of your pocket, put it into their pocket. It's that simple. And they're not being paid on how much. When you give them a check for $5,000 or $100,000, they don't get paid on how much a return they're going to make on that $100,000. They don't get paid on that. They don't get paid on that. They take all these suckers, all the herd, and they put them in a pile. And all this money that piles up from this person and this person, all of a sudden there's $5 million in this fund. He gets paid a commission. He gets paid 50% commission on that $5 million. He doesn't get paid, take your $25,000 out, and he doesn't get paid on how well he does for you. Of course not. And people don't understand that. It's just crazy. So look, we have right now a market that cannot stop. That's right. We'll get these little corrections now. But we can't get them. They cannot stop the system they put in place, where they give money to the banks at 0%. The banks are broke. They can't sustain a rate increase. They can't. They're broke. They're being propped up. The profits you hear these banks every quarter, those are propped up. Those profits come from the taxpayer subsidizing the banks. That's how they make those profits. So you've got an opportunity, such an easy way to make money and to feel comfortable and to feel safe. Just try it. Just try it. Now today in my class, we're going to be looking at, as I said, a few different stocks, and we're going to show you we're going to take a look at 3M, and we're going to look at MDT. And so again, you got time to join my gang. Just go to philsgang.com, and then I'm in the class around 5 after 10, and then you'll learn. You'll learn. And that's what you need to do. Look, nobody's going to take care of you. And if you think you're going to live on Social Security, it's not going to work. And if you think your 401k is going to work, are you kidding? Just 2%, they take half of your money. 2% commission. We'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.